Hello students, I am your math teacher Vikram Ghan. I welcome you all in the new session of class 11th. I hope this session will be fruitful and interesting for you. We shall learn many new things, we shall discover many new things over here, and it will be very interesting session for you. So let us start. First of all, the topics I am going to deal in class 11th in mathematics that is displayed on your screen. So first topic is, this is chapter number 1, sets theory. Second one is relation and function. Third one is sequence and series. Fourth one is permutation and combination. Fifth one is binomial theorem. Sixth one is introduction to three-dimensional geometry. Seventh one is mathematical reasoning, and last one is probability. So let us discuss one by one each and every topic in short. Then when we shall start the topic, on that time we will have a proper introduction. Set theory, we shall learn about the collection of elements and how we can define them and how we can keep in a different categories. Relation and function means we shall learn in this topic how a one particular element can be related with the another element, and then how we can define a value of the function with the help of that. Sequence and series, this is your topic number 9. First two topics will be according to the textbook, chapter number 1 and 2. Then third topic I am taking sequence and series, that will be chapter number 9 according to your textbook. Sequence and series, already some part you have covered in class 10. I hope you did not forget about arithmetic progression. So arithmetic progression you have covered in class 10. Two more kind of progression will be given to us. Actually one more only given, but I would like to say two more because according to the competitive examination there will be two more progressions are given. One is geometric progression, and third one, which is not a part of the NCERT syllabus, so that is harmonic progression. Then topic number 7, according to the sequence, it is topic number 4, permutation and combination. So in this topic we shall find out the number of ways the things can be done. Okay, suppose we need to find out a certain things can be done by how many ways, that we will find out with the help of permutation and combination. For example, suppose in your class there are 30 students and we want to select a monitor for the class. So by how many ways I can select the monitor for the class. Similarly, if any job is given to us and that job by how many ways we can perform, that we shall see in the permutation and combination. It is completely a logical approach but in mathematical format. In this chapter you will not have a very lengthy questions as normally in maths we do it. Okay, but in this chapter we shall see how logically we can think of and we can find out the solutions of our day-to-day life. Then the next topic is, that is topic number 8 according to the textbook, binomial theorem. In binomial theorem we shall see some of the expansions. For example, till class 10 you know the expansion of a plus b the whole square, a plus b the whole cube, but you don't know what is the a plus b whole power 4. However, by applying the formula a plus b the whole square two times, you can find out that also. But definitely you can't find out a plus b whole power 5 or more higher powers. Okay, so with the help of binomial theorem, such kind of questions we shall deal. Next topic is introduction to three-dimensional geometry. You have covered up till now two-dimensional geometry. A coordinate plane you have covered. You have drawn line. You have drawn. You have plotted the points over there. Okay, but that plane was a two-dimensional plane. It contained only x and y axis. But three-dimensional geometry will contain three axes x, y, and z. Okay, so in that we shall learn all that formulas whichever we have covered earlier, but in the new format we shall cover. For example, in the coordinate geometry you have covered the distance formula, you have covered the section formula, so that all formulas will come in three-dimensional geometry also, but since the new coordinate z coordinate would be added, so changes in the formula will come. Okay, then seventh one is mathematical reasoning. So in mathematical reasoning, see, Actually, if we talk about mathematical reasoning, such kind of topic is not a part of maths. It is a part of the computer science. Okay, means in computer science, when we apply certain logic, we give the command to the machine. Okay, so how to give the command to the machine, how they convert it into the machine code, that is basically belongs to that particular subject. But since computer is also related with the maths, that's why this topic is given in your syllabus. And the last topic is probability. Probability you know very well. Okay, in class 10, class 9 you have covered the topic of probability. So same thing will come here also, but the new concept we shall learn in the probability. Now one interesting thing here. See, we are starting from the set theory. So whatever we are going to learn in set theory, that use will come in the last topic, that is probability. Okay. So see, this is a very interesting thing. We are learning in the beginning something, and that we are utilizing again in the again at the last. Okay. So I hope now the topics are little bit clear to you what exactly are given in that. When we shall start the topic, on that time we shall discuss more about that. Okay, so today I am starting a simple introduction of the set theory. I am taking the questions from the reference book. However, I have taken care the questions of NCERT is also covered, but I am not following exactly the NCERT questions one by one. Your part is you can check after completing the lesson, okay, or when you are seeing one particular video. After that you see the questions of NCERT, whether you are able to solve that question or not. Okay, if any difficulty is there, you can let me know. We can solve certain set of the question after that. Okay, so let us start. First topic is set theory. I am taking first of all the definition of set. Okay, let me, yes. So see, set and their types that we are going to take. Set means what? For example, if I ask you what do you know about sets, so set means you can say I have the set of pen, I have the set of pencil, I have the set of books or notebooks or any other kind. So see, when you're speaking, you are telling me particularly set and the object you have involved in the set. For example, when you bring the geometry box, in the geometry box it is a collection of different items over there. There is a rounder, there is a we can say ruler is there, a pencil, eraser, okay, sharpener, many things are there in the geometry box. So it is also one of the set. But when we talk about mathematically what exactly a set, the definition is quite different. Okay, so let us discuss about mathematically what they are saying here. I will highlight three things here, so please pay attention now how we can define it as set over there. First of all, you see, they are saying a given collection of object. Okay, so I am highlighting the object. Object means what? In simple language, if we say object means any kind of material, for example pen, pencil, rubber, sharpener, computer, at in the school the benches are there. Okay, so many things, this all comes in the particular object, right? Now if I talk about the second thing, collection. So if we are making a collection of a certain number of object, means collection of pens, collection of pencils, collection of notebooks. So in the same manner, I can have the collection of some other kind of object also here. That pen, pencil, eraser, notebook, I am denoting by a common letter, that is object. Okay. So now I hope object is clear to you. Collection is also clear to you. Now we shall talk about the most important part, that is well defined. What is the meaning of well defined? Defined over here. Okay, well defined means what exactly? Whatever the object you are taking in the collection, that should be defined properly. Okay, for example, suppose I will take two examples over here, then I think the definition will be clear to you. Okay, so let us see the let us see the examples. First of all, suppose I say I have one set over here. Remember, students, set we denote by the symbol A. Okay, so any alphabet you can take for denoting the sets. For example, I am taking here alphabet A, and one more thing, remember, the symbol should be taken as a capital letters. Okay, don't take the small letters, because normally small letters we take as an object of the set, element of the set. Okay, so here we shall take the capital letters. Now suppose if I say set A is equal to even numbers. For example, if I talk about even natural numbers, even natural numbers less than 10. Okay, means those even natural numbers are required which are less than 10. So less than 10 even numbers will be, basically it can be start with 0. 0 is also an even number, but since they are talking about even natural number, okay, so I will start with 2, then 4, 6 and 8. So I can say set A will be equal to, these numbers can be either 2, 4, 6 and then 8. Right? Similarly, if I take one more set over here, suppose I take set B, okay, and I say set of vowels, set of vowels in English alphabet. So definitely what you will say, set of vowels will be here A, then E, then I, O and then U, right? Would you like to add any other vowel, or would you like to delete any other vowel here? Okay, if you ask this question to the certain set of the peoples, those who can reply to you. Okay, for example, if you ask the even numbers less than 10, or if you ask set of vowels, I hope you will get the same answer each and every time. If you can ask your colleagues, if you ask anybody else, okay, if you go to other city and you ask the same set of the question, I don't think you will get a different answer. Okay, everybody will say yes, the even natural number less than 10 will be 2, 4, 6 and 8 only. Similarly, the set of vowel will be also A, E, I, O, U. Nobody can say these 5 vowels. Apart from these 5 vowels, any other vowels can be there. Okay, but now pay attention for the third example. It will make you clear what exactly a set and how we can define them in a well-defined manner. Now, suppose if I take the third set in this manner, okay, because set A and B you have seen. Now see the set number C. If I say set number C is best cricket player. Okay, now I think it is a topic of your interest. Best cricket player of India. Okay, now suppose if I make a list, I will make my list, you make your list. Okay, let's see whether our list matches or not. According to me, my favorite player is MS Dhoni. Okay, this is my choice. Okay, you can't tell me the choice will be wrong. Your choices can be different. Then second choice is Virat Kohli, right? And third I can say Rohit Sharma is my third choice. Okay, now tell me what is your choice. Is it same? Okay, maybe in some coincidences you will say your choices and my choices are same, but ask these this question to the different set of the persons. Okay, for example, you ask your father, that who is the best cricket player of India in your opinion, then definitely he may say in place of MS Dhoni or in place of Virat Kohli, he can take a name Sunil Gavaskar, or he can take a name Kapil Dev. Okay, or if you ask any other person, he may say a different name also. So the conclusion is here, we can say the names will be different as per the opinion of the persons. Different persons will have create a different list over here. So we can say that in the C set, the objects are not well defined, because as per the choices of the person, as per their opinions, the list is becoming different and different. So here the list cannot be unique in the set number C, but while in the set number A and set number B, you cannot manipulate the list, you cannot change the list. So these two object means these two set of the datas, we can say set A and B are called as well defined set of the datas. Okay, so now I hope it is clear to you what is the meaning of well defined. Right, students? Well defined means where there is no confusion. You will say, okay, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. I will also say, yes, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Or any person in this world can say, yes, vowels are like this only. But in the set C, you observe the opinions, the choices can be different, and hence the different data you will get in this case. So here I can say that the objects are not well defined. I will give you one more example of not well defined object. In that case, try to think, is it well defined or not? Suppose if I say from your class, make a list of the students who are good sports person or best sports person. Sports person means they can be athlete, they can be good player in a particular game like football, cricket, or anyone. So sports person, yes, we know that, yes, these persons are very good. So see, again there the choices will be different and different. Suppose if I say make a list of the student of your class who are best in studies. Okay, so some students definitely name we can take, they are good in studies, but these are only best, that we can't say, because in the upcoming examination who will perform better, that how we can say here. So definitely we can't say that yes, these 4 or 5 set of the students are only the best in studies. Maybe the new student who is working hard but we don't know about him or her, definitely they can perform. Okay, so I hope now the meaning of well defined collection is clear to you. Now some of the things need to be remembered in the definition. Along with the definition of set, this is the object in a set. This point I am reading over here. Okay, the object in a set are called its member or element. We will talk about elements. There are 3 names they have given: member, element, or points. Normally we speak as a element. For example, here A, E, I, O, U, these vowels are the elements of the set B. Similarly, 2, 4, 6, 8 are the elements of set A. Okay, so say here elements will be that particular value which comes under the set. Set we denote by the capital letters A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay, that I have told you. Take the notation for the set as any capital letters. If A is an element of a set, we write A belongs to. See the symbol you are looking? This symbol you can make like this. You make the symbol of C in this manner and then one draw horizontal line. This symbol shows a symbol of belongs to, means we can say that the element small a belong to the set A. Okay, and if doesn't belongs to over there, we just strike it out in this manner. Like this you can strike it. So it shows it does not belong to set A, as you can see it is mentioned over here. Okay, so 2 to 3 things you need to remember before we proceed to the question. First of all, what is the definition of set? Means the object, how we can say it is well defined or it is not well defined. Notation of set would be capitals, and if an element belong to the particular set, then how do we express in a mathematical form? Okay, so I hope these definitions are clear. Now today we shall do only one question, then gradually we shall increase the length of the sessions because there is a lot of work we need to finish. Okay, so today, since it is the first session, that's why I am taking a simple one question only. What is a set and how the questions are based on that? Okay, so let us see the first question given over here. Here I have tried to cover all the relative questions of your textbook. However, it is also advised to you see the NCERT textbook and see in that we have covered all questions of this kind or not. Okay, see what they are asking in the first question. Which of the following are set? Justify your answer. So I will show you some sample answers over here. For example, in the part number 1, what they are asking, the collection of all whole number less than 10. Whole number, do you remember? Whole number means this starts from 0 and they goes up to infinite. From 0 we take all the integer values. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on up till infinite. But here we have to create a list of all whole numbers which are less than 10. So who can be possible? Less than 10, this will be 0, then 1, then 2, 3, dash 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 up till 9. Okay, less than 10 they set. Okay, now tell me, would you create any other list over here or your list will be different as the list I have created here? Definitely not. If you follow the definition of whole numbers, then you will say yes, the elements will be 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 9. So here we can say that it is a set. We'll write down the answer in this manner. It is a set because object you can write down or you can write down the elements. Objects are well defined. Okay, you need not describe the elements over here, just write down they are well defined or not. Right, now let us see in the similar way next question, next part. So next part is given here, the collection of good hockey players in India. Good hockey players, can we tell who are good and who are bad? Everybody is good according to me. Okay, nobody is bad. So here we can't define the list in a uniform manner. Suppose I select some of the players over there and in front of you if I keep, then definitely you may have the different opinion. As we have taken the example of cricket player, same thing is applicable in the second part also here, because they are taking just the game name, they are changing, but same thing, the best cricketer and best hockey player will create a different list each and every time. So here we shall write down the answer. It is not a set, because objects are not well defined, Okay everybody, now we will discuss roughly remaining parts. Okay, I will not write down this line. See, wherever set is not there, you write down this line, and wherever set is there, you write down the line first part. Okay, let us see part number 3, the collection of all question in this chapter. Collection of all questions. So collection of all questions, definitely it will be a huge task, because in chapter number 1 there will be 50-100 questions can be there, and in similar way in the remaining chapter also the number of questions can be there. But if we uh, give this work to the different students. Suppose if I say one student, you create a list of chapter number 1, another students create a list of chapter number 2, and same way do we distribute the work, then this work could be get done, and we can say that yes, we will get the collection of all questions in the chapter. So we can say that yes, it is a set because objects are well defined, because whatever the list will come to us, we can say that list will be well defined, right? Collection of all difficult chapter in the book. Difficult, okay. If I ask you in the class 10th which topic was difficult, some of you will say similar triangles were difficult because it is a part of geometry, right? Some of you will say a different chapter over there. Actually, in the question paper, when we give everything, we find it difficult, okay, because if the preparation is not done, so difficult topic will be vary from person to person. One person can say chapter number 1 is difficult, another person can say chapter number 5 is difficult. So here the difficult chapters will be varying from person to person, so we can say that no, it is not a set. Please write down the answer in the similar way as I have written in the part number 1 and part number 2. Okay, let us see the part number 5. In the part number 5, what they are saying? A collection of Hindi novels written by Munshi Premchand. Munshi Premchand is a person who has written the novels in Hindi. Okay, so if we want to make a collection of all the novels which is written by him, so we can definitely make it. Okay, you can simply search and find out whatever the novels written by the Munshi Premchand, and whatever the list will come, that will be unique, because addition and deletion will not be possible. That all list, okay, whatever the novels, that will be 10, 20, 100, whatever are there, that you can easily find out over there. So we can say that yes, it is also a well defined collection of object. Remember, the task is difficult or task is huge, that doesn't make here to say the object are not well defined. Object will be well defined. We can divide the work into certain number of person to get the work done. Similarly, let us see the part number 6. A team of 11 best cricket player of India. Best. Who are the best? Okay, that is not possible to see very clearly here. Okay, I think MS Dhoni is the best, but he may not be in the form. So according to the selection committee, he will not be selected. Okay, or Virat Kohli may not be selected in some other case, as the performance they will observe from the last few matches. So here again the list, if you try to make of the 11 best cricket players, your list, my list and other person list will be again have the differences over there. So here we can say that it is also not a set, right? Collection of all month of the year whose name begin with a letter M. Okay. Uh, is there any month whose name is begin with the letter M? Yes, definitely. One is March, second one is May, and same way you can make the name of the write the name of the month with the letter M. Definitely, whatever the list you will make, that list will match with the other person as well. Okay. So here we can say that whatever the names will come, whatever the collection will make it, that collection will be definitely well defined. So here my answer will be yes. Collection of all interesting books. Interesting. Again see, interesting books. This will again vary from person to person. Okay. The books which you are finding it interesting for you, the other person may not find it in the same manner. Okay, so when you go from person to person, the interesting books category will be different. So here we can say that here the objects are not well defined and hence it is not a set. So I will write down the answer here, no. Okay, let's see last few questions, few parts. Collection of all short boys of your class. Short boys, that is also not possible to say clearly. Okay, because we cannot define the particular measurement. We require the boys lesser than this height. For example, if we say one below 150 centimeter or below 170 centimeter, I need the boys who are coming under that. So there is no proper measurement is given to us. So definition of short is not clear, means instruction about the short boys is not clear over here. So the list whichever I will make, because as per the instruction, whatever the list I will make, you will make, or any other person will make, that will be again different. So here we can say that yes, this is also not a set. Okay, so your answer will be no. Collection of all those students of your class whose age exceed 15 years, more than 15 years. We can write down the date of birth of each and every student of your class, and then we can calculate very easily who is more than 15 years of the age. So here objects are particularly defined, and easily we can make the list of all such students. So answer can be here yes. Similarly, the collection of all rich persons of Kolkata. Rich persons of Kolkata, who can be there? Saurav Ganguly. Yes, it can be, but along with him, many persons can be there who are rich persons. A person is having the asset of 10 lakh rupees, he will also say I am rich. And the person is having the asset of 10 crore rupees, he will also say yes, I am rich. So definition of rich is not clear here. We have to take the name of the persons whose income is up till this level, then only we need to take. So here the collection of rich persons, if you are making according to your understanding, your list, my list, and anybody else list will be definitely different. So we can say that yes, it is also not a set. So answer will be here no. Then second last part, the collection of all persons of Mumbai whose assessed annual income exceed rupees 20 lakh in the financial year 2019-20. See, student, if it is permissible and if we can ask to the income tax department, they can provide us the data of all the students who, sorry, all the persons who have income annual income is more than 20 lakh rupees. Actually, we cannot ask to the income tax department, but the legal authorities definitely take out this information and they can find out whose income is more than 20 lakh rupees. Suppose if they want to find out who has not paid the taxes properly, or if they require such kind of information, definitely they can get. And that list will be again well defined, because we can say that that list will be unique. Okay, or if you go, if they provide you the raw data, and from that if you are picking the name of the persons whose income is more than 20 lakh rupees, then whatever the list you will prepare, we can say that the other person will also prepare the same list, because he is also picking only those names which are more than rupees 20 lakh income. So here list will be definitely unique and object will be well defined. So we can say yes, this is a set. And the last one is part number 13. The collection of all interesting dramas written by Shakespeare. Shakespeare, famous person who has written many dramas over there. Okay, so you may have seen many dramas over there of Shakespeare. You may be having one particular or two particular dramas which you like the most. But whichever the dramas you are going to like, is it possible the other person is also liking the same dramas over there? Okay, so it is not possible to say that whichever the dramas I am going to like, you are going to like, or any other person is liking, that will be different over there. So we can say that yes, objects are not well defined here, and this will not be a set in the collection. Okay, so students, we have finished today. I am keeping the session till here only. So today we have finished the definition of set and how to identify the given sets over here. Now you do one thing. Today you will try the question number 1 given in the exercise 1.1 of the NCERT textbook. Okay, So please try, and then if you can provide the feedback, yes, the topic is clear to you, or if it is not clear, you let me know. We can discuss these things once again. Okay, so I am keeping the things till here only. Next time we shall start representation of set. Okay, there will be two types of representation. One is roster and second one is set builder form. And slowly now we shall go into the deep of the whole topic. Okay, so many things we will need to cover today. I have taken very simple things. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.